It is not flattened to the ground or beyond repair, but at the moment the McKenzie Sports Club is no rainbow sight to those of yesteryear. In 1956, the Demerara Bauxite Company handed over the sports club to the community of McKenzie, and since then and prior, it has been a factory of producing some of Guyana's best athletes, particularly in the area of track and field. The usually bustling facility was brought to a complete halt in March 2020 when the COVID-19 pandemic struck, and was shut tight for over a year, which led to massive degrades. Now reopened for persons to use for exercise, Norris King, a former national track and field athlete who is also vice president, said they have a vision to return the club to its glory.
All right, so this club basically is so big, it houses two full-size football fields. Back in the days, we used to play hockey, soccer, you had athletics, the basketball court used to accommodate basketball and volleyball. In the clubhouse itself, we would have the indoor sports. Billiards, table tennis, dominoes, drafts, chess. All right? It used to be a hive of activity. The management took a decision to open up the ground. That's why the ground was weeded, and so that persons can come and exercise, whether it's early in the morning or in the afternoons before sundown. You notice these towers with the lights, all right? All the cables for these towers are run on the ground. So due to the excess rainfall and floodings that we would have had, it's a risk to just go and start putting on these lights. So very shortly, we're going to have an electrical contractor come and check the electrical system.
For long, many have advocated for more support for sport, and according to King, it's a combination of a lack of support from governments and private sector, but also associations not being proactive.
The lack of support might have come because of lack of innovation. All right? In anything that you do, I see the organizing or running of McKenzie Sports Club as a business. You invest in time and resources, and as long as we have things going a certain way, then corporate entities will come on board. But if we fail to be innovative, to convince corporate Guyana or corporate Linden to come on board, then we're going to have a problem.
The Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport has already started giving some assistance to the club through its expansive rung enhancement program, and a former athlete said it is a good start.
The club will be developed. It's a matter of when, all right? The government has committed to improving the aesthetics of the club. It's a matter of when. The government has committed through the Minister of Culture, Youth and Sports to the enhancement works of the club. As a matter of fact, the minister would have already pumped some resources into the club to start, so we can have it maintained for the public to access as it is right now, because it was locked up all the time, nothing was being done, resources were limited. At some point, the government planned to put stands right around the club. I think the back fence is going to move back some more, and so stands are going to go right around. So it's going to be like kind of enclosed. However, the history of this particular structure with this clubhouse, because of the commitment, the connection, and the commitment the Bauxite Company would have made, we in Linden feel that at least this main structure should be preserved. It's an integral part of our history, and we think that it should be preserved. But we know that it is going to improve, and we're happy for whatever improvements. All of Linden and Region 10 are grateful for whatever improvements take place. and we're looking forward to full use. And we're also hoping that, you know, the multifaceted nature of this facility remain, where we can have a football pitch more to this side, closer to these main stands. Then we move the cricket pitch from where it is in the middle of the present football field, and we put it further that way.
King said those adjustments will not affect the ground, which also has a 400-meter track, which will be key for off-season training, since the community of Bayrock will soon have a synthetic track, which is expected to be finished by year-end. For the newsroom, Akeem Greene.